Actually, the text that we can see in Sanatana Dharma is not to be taken literally, because those texts were all symbolic, and Sanatana Dharma is full of symbolism, and those stories are esoteric, because the real meaning, the actual meaning, is something else, but it is presented as stories because stories are easier to grasp by the human mind, and doing that, those concepts could be orally passed down from generations to generations, and it could survive. But what happened is, in the timeline, we have just forgotten the meaning behind those stories, and we have just started worshipping the stories. In the similar manner, the four-mukhi Rudraksha is not to be considered as a male god Brahma with four heads, but instead it represents the Saraswati energy. If you ask me what is Saraswati energy, first of all, energy is Shakti. The energy can be in various forms, such as if that energy is fierce, and that is the Durga Shakti. If that energy is peaceful and calm and graceful and all the abundance, then it is Lakshmi Shakti. And if that energy is about speech, memory, intellect and wisdom, then that is Saraswati Shakti. That four-mukhi Rudraksha is especially showing the Saraswati Shakti. The Upanishads and all the Vedas were the texts that were downloaded from the universe, from the cosmos itself. While downloading it, those enlightened people during that time gave the lens of Brahma, the imagery of Brahma as the source of speech, wisdom, and creativity was likely a culturally digestible marks, because during that time, energy had to be personified in masculine forms to be worshipped and accepted as divinity. But in essence, there is only energy, and the other deities are just the representation of the energy. We can also understand it as a concept of lamp and the flame. The lamp is made by human in order to burn the flame where necessary or take from one place to another place. But what we have to understand is, it is the flame that is giving the light, and it is not the lamp. The lamp is just the outer projection that holds the flame. We have to see the flame for what it is, and not just the lamp. Brahma is just a projection, a creative form, but that Shakti that resides in that four-mukhi Rudraksha is what we are worshipping, is what we are channelizing from that four-mukhi Rudraksha. Instead of thinking the four-mukhi Rudraksha is this belongs to God Brahma, but instead of thinking that, you think that this Rudraksha is a sacred vessel that holds the Saraswati Shakti that resides within me. If you think like that, then it becomes your connection with that primordial wisdom of Saraswati energy. The esoteric meaning behind God Brahma, beyond the concept of male creator deity, is deeply symbolic and metaphysical. Brahma is not a four-faced god, that is, God having literal four heads. It is not like that. Instead, what it is symbol of first strings of consciousness of the Para Brahman, that is actually the symbol of the point where the infinity, the formless energy of the Para Brahman or the universe, start to take form as thought, idea and manifestation. The four face of Brahma represents four Vedas, but esoterically they represent four faculties of mind. Brahma is just the imagery which is created from the consciousness of human mind, but what those intellectual people and those enlightened beings from the past were trying to signify is the Shakti that they have presented as Brahma. That Shakti is the Saraswati Shakti. In the conclusion, what I want to say is that we have to start worshipping the actual meaning behind all of the metaphors, and we have to see through the metaphors. It is important to remember that these deities are not literally man or a woman, but instead they are the cosmic state of consciousness. The four-mukhi Rudraksha is a reminder, activator, a vessel to channelize the Saraswati Shakti that already resides within you.